Yo, camera crews, DPs, AC shooters, everyone, tell me if this is something you use or if I'm crazy for obsessing over it. Your camera ports, your HDMIs, SDIs, audio inputs, USB-C, those ports are the lifeline between your camera and everything it connects to. But here's the problem. They're fragile. Anytime a cable is unplugged or replugged in, tugged on in the wrong way, or yanked out, that stress goes right to your camera. And since those ports are usually connected to the camera's main board, you're one bad yank from a very expensive problem. If your HDMI port dies, then there goes your external monitor. If you lose a USB-C port, there goes your ability for power delivery or SSD recording. It's not only annoying, but it can shut down your whole shoot. So here's the idea. Bolt-on cable whips. Short extensions that plug into your camera and bolt securely to your rig to protect your camera's ports. These little extensions, they take the stress so your camera doesn't. And if one of these were to fail, then you just swap the cable, not a whole expensive camera repair. Yes, Tilta and Small Rig both make something kinda like this, but there's a couple shortcomings. First, you're bolting through plastic or rubber, so no matter how hard you tighten it down, it might bend or crack or just let the bolt slide through. That ends in me using a washer or a cold shoe plate as essentially a barrier for me to crank down on that a little bit tighter. Plus, they're HDMI only. No USB-C, no SDI. You get HDMI protection, but nothing for your other ports. So here's the features that I would want in the product. First, various port options. Second, an all-metal bracket so you can really crank down tight on the bolts. Third, RE locating pins or the ability to use 2 volts to make sure it'll never loosen or rotate. And finally, reversible so you can put the port either direction. Now I need your input on this idea. Would you use something like this? What are the most important ports you would use something like this on? What connections am I not thinking about? Finally, I already talked to one camera rigging company about this, but they were too busy to work on it at the moment. Should I try and reach out to others or pursue it myself, make a series about it, and manufacture it all by myself? Please let me know what you think in the comments and help me shape this into a tool that I think the industry needs.